In this video, we're diving blade first into the Miyabi 5000 MCD 90mm petty. How do you use a knife like this? Why would you want one? Stick around because not only we will dissect this beauty, review it and show it in action, but we're also taking a trip to the Zwilling factory where all the knife magic happens.
Chef enthusiast. Chef
I know a lot of people that bought a Miyabi as their first Japanese knife, including me. So Miyabi has a special place in my heart. Back in the days of being completely ignorant about the Japanese knife world, these were the first two Japanese blades that I have purchased. A Kaishun Classic Chukabocha and a Miyabi Artisan Santoku. These two blades literally opened the Japanese knife rabbit hole for me. I went in deep. Deeper than balls deep. Sorry kids. Anyway, I really like this little paring knife. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's talk origin story. In the ancient scrolls of cutlery history, well, okay, back in 1731, Peter Henkels had this light bulb moment. Let's trademark this Zwilling thing. And bam, he did, making Zwilling one of the oldest knife brands in the world. Now, running a successful company is a bit like crafting the perfect dish. Zwilling knows this secret sauce well. It's all about the people, the unsung heroes behind the knives. And you bet they've got some secret spices up their sleeves. A pinch of ninja dust might be involved. It takes over 100 steps and a whopping 42 days to make one knife worthy of the Miyabi brand. That's a hell of a lot more steps than trying to learn the Macarena in the 90s. And what's the secret recipe for this knife perfection? Skilled employees, precision machinery, premium materials, and expert quality control. Traditional craftsmanship and modern machine unite to ensure the superior durability, design, and performance of each Henkels product. So, this little blade was born in the fires of Zwilling G.A. Henkels factory in Seki City, Japan. Imagine a place where samurai swords and kitchen knives have been crafted over 800 years. That's Seki City for you, the city of blades. 90% of the company's knives sold in Japan are actually made here at this factory. Some knife nerds might look down on these factory-made blades, but to me, Miyabi is like the Tony Stark of knives, a perfect blend of technology and ancient craftsmanship. So those saying Miyabi knives are soulless, I say these knives have more soul than a sock with a hole. Get it? They've got more soul than a sock with a hole. Have you seen their knife ninjas performing sharp jitsu? They've got a legion of knife technicians, ensuring that each blade that rolls off the line is more polished than a dad joke at a family reunion. All their workers have to go through knife bootcamp. Being a knife technician at Zwilling is like being the Neil deGrasse Tyson of cutlery. You're responsible for knowing more about the universe than the universe itself. Now, the real heroes are the hand-sharpening maestros. It's so intense that only 9 of them have ascended to knife sharpening nirvana. And currently, there are just 2 who can pull off Kiwami Honbazuke, the Mount Everest of knife sharpening. It takes years of training. So, I for one like to show love for Miyabi knives. And I am not the only one. Many folks are drawn in by the looks, and I get it. If it's your taste, these Miyabi knives do have more sex appeal than your favorite OnlyFans account. Miyabi calls it the beauty of sharpness. This 90mm petty, a gift to my brother. It's got a birchwood handle as pretty as Ariana Grande's face and a shiny Damascus blade that sparkles more than your wife's wedding ring. That one is completely on you, by the way. Looks aside, performance is also on par.
Yo, my bro son, didn't you get the memo? Miyabi knives don't get a lot of love in the knife nerd community.
I'm aware of that. I see a lot of people in the knife community talking down on them. And as a knife connoisseur with a collection that can rival a small museum, I definitely admit there are sharper knives out there, made of arguably better steel, easier to sharpen steel, and forged by legendary blacksmiths. But for the uninitiated, these Miyabi knives might be the end boss of kitchen blades. These knives, for them, are as good as it gets. For a lot of people, these knives are more than sufficient for their needs and level of skill and technique. There's a knife out there for everyone, and I think that these Miyabi knives are a great fit for a lot of people. Maybe not so much for a true knife nerd like me, but I know many people who would be super proud and happy to own and use one of these knives. So, I'm not going to roast or rock these knives. I know that for some of you, this will be as hard to swallow as the load of a humpback whale. But Miyabi knives definitely have a place in the culinary world. You have to take Miyabi knives for what they are. They are definitely not as good as some of my top tier knives, but they are sure better than global knives. Do you know how many people, including pro cooks, use global knives on the daily? All I'm saying is, they are not total crap.
Remember to give your opinion on this knife. It's why you are here.
Back to this particular knife. I for one don't use a small, petty or paring knife like this very often. Almost never actually. But I have gotten used to wielding larger blades more efficiently than a smaller blade like this. So a 19mm petty or paring knife, it's just not for me. I don't really like to use one of these on basically anything, except maybe peeling stuff. So, why would you want a 90mm blade? Well, it's like having a pocket knife for your kitchen. Possibly great for in-hand jobs, peeling a kiwi, an apple or other small fruits, trimming Brussels sprouts, maybe tourner a potato if you're an old school chef, peeling an onion, taking out the top of a tomato, trimming a broccoli or cauliflower. I might find it easier to get in between the stalks of broccoli with this small paring knife than with a lengthier and taller blade. More wiggle room. But for doing anything else than off-the-board tasks and some type of trimming jobs, to me, it would kind of suck. But if you can peel with this like a pro, using a peeler is just surrendering to the easy way out. Real kitchen ninjas peel with a knife. It's a badge of honor. Skill and techniques, my friends. Skill and technique. Speaking of skill and technique, I know you already checked this out. Most people peel towards themselves, but not me. In my mind, it is safer because I'm not moving the sharp edge of the knife towards me. And it could be just in my Indonesian genes. I think I've never met somebody in real life doing the same thing, except Indonesians. It's like I'm the rebel peeler. Maybe I should start a secret society of backward peelers. Or should I say frontward peelers? If you're looking for a nice peeler knife, or you are just not a fan of big knives and prefer to use smaller knives, this might be a good fit for you. The Miyabi 5000 MCD 90mm petty, a work of art born from the marriage of tradition and technology at the Swelling factory in Seki city. Whether you are a kitchen ninja or just starting your culinary journey, this knife might just be a little fantastic culinary sidekick. As always, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or complaints, leave a comment down below, but don't just diss me. Don't say my videos are sissy. Why? Why exactly? Be more constructive with your feedback. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, folks.
Chef enthusiast. Chef enthusiast.